Hi there, Dr. Joe Simon, author of the book Get 30 Patients in Under 30 Days. What I want to do in this video is I want to give you a quick tip that I've used over the years in my own practice to help generate more than 50% of my new patient referrals from this one easy technique that costs absolutely nothing. Okay? As dentists, chiropractors, physical therapists, physicians, we all have one goal in our private practice, and that is to gain as many new patients as possible to help generate more referrals, to generate more income. So to do that, we are not blessed with the marketing savvy as a business major in college was, or a sales course that someone has taken. We were taught basically how to take care of our patients, make our patients better, and the latest techniques to make the surgery go faster and smoother with less complications. Now, these are what we have learned within our school, in medical school, dental school. We've learned these techniques to make us better healers, but we are not good enough in the business sense, the marketing sense, and in the sales sense. And most physicians will walk away when they hear the word sales. Now, I don't want you to be scared of the word sales, because guess what? In a private practice, that is exactly how we make money. And I want to make you more money by using very simple techniques that anyone could use across all the platforms. I don't care if you're a physician, a dentist, chiropractor, acupuncturist, physical therapist, it doesn't matter. We all have the same issues. And the number one issue we have is, how do we get more patients in the front door? Okay? So, not to go any further, let me give you that technique that I've used. This technique I call the business card technique. It's a very fancy name, I know, very fancy name. But the business card technique has brought a return on investment over the years, numerous times for me, because it is so easy to do. Now you might say, Joe, I'm not great at marketing. I'm not great at sales. I don't have it. It's just not me. Fine. If you have an administrative assistant, if you have an office manager, if you just have another assistant, your personal assistant, doesn't matter. Whoever you have, you can teach them this technique and let them practice and let them get better at it. And they can bring that return on investment even greater. Okay? So the business card technique is very simple. Now, it all requires one thing. It all requires the type of visit the patient had. Now, did the patient have a great visit? Did the patient have a so-so visit? Or did the patient have a terrible visit? So I'm going to tell you right now, this will definitely not work if the patient had a terrible visit. If the patient waited 2 hours to see you and saw you for 30 seconds, I don't care what technique you read in my book, it will not work. You have to deliver value. You have to show that you're a caring human being first, and then your patients will trust you. That know, like, and trust factor is so important. Okay, so the easy technique I'm going to show you right now, aka the business card technique, very simple. Business card, okay, front and back. Back of my business cards have writing on it. This one is nice and blank. I think I've already written on the back of this one, but let me just show you. Business cards in general, I go into this in deeper into my book, but I like to use all the real estate of a business card, the front, the back, everything. I like my business card with excellent content, with good information. But that's neither here or there. Let me tell you exactly how this is going to work. Mrs. Jones comes in for an appointment. After the appointment, you just ask Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, how was your visit? And Mrs. Jones has either those answers that I gave you before. Either it was excellent, it was terrible, or it was so-so. Now, if Mrs. Jones says anything above the so-so and says, oh, it was a very good visit, or it was an excellent visit, this is going to work amazing. All you're going to say is, Mrs. Jones, how would you not like to pay copay for this visit? Now, we all know copay is the number one reason why patients do not come and see you. Do you know why? Because they don't want to spend $20, $30, or $50 out of their own pocket to see you for 30 seconds. And you're going to say, Joe, I'm not that type of doctor. Excellent, that makes it better. So they spend the $20, they get to spend a half hour with you, they get to spend an hour with you. That is excellent. So this is going to work great. So you say, Mr. Jones, how would you like to get not to pay your copay for this visit? Mrs. Jones, that sounds great. What do I have to do? Well, Mrs. Jones, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write your name, you write Mrs. Jones, and you write the date. Okay, I'm going to write your name and the date on this business card. What I want you to do, Mrs. Jones, is if you refer just one of your friends to us in the next 7 days and they bring this card in, I'll refund your copay for you. Okay? Now, if Mrs. Jones, has a $20 copay, a $30 copay, a $50 copay, Mrs. Jones might start thinking. Mrs. Jones might say, hey, you know what? It's almost like a rebate. Now you're thinking, right, a rebate, exactly. Just like when you go to the electronics store, just like when you buy milk, you get a rebate. It's all different types of ways businesses have used rebates. Why can't we? Now look, I understand it is the law for them to pay their copay. Absolutely, it's a contract with the insurance company. But this is just a very simple technique out of kindness, saying, hey, I can waive your copay, or I can refund your copay if your friend comes in with this business card and tells me it's your name within the next 7 days. Now, why do I say 7 days? Because you don't want to go any longer than that. If it goes more than 7 days, you know what? Mrs. Jones already stuffed it deep in her pocketbook, and she's not thinking about it. I don't want this business card coming back to me all crumpled and falling apart. I don't want that. I want to be on the top of Mrs. Jones' mind. I want Mrs. Jones to say, hey, listen, I want to get that $20 back. Matter of fact, I want to get that $50 back as fast as possible. And how is she going to do that? She's going to give this to her friend, Mrs. Grant. Mrs. Grant, she's going to say, hey, you guys you should go see Dr. Such and Such. They are the best at acupuncture. They are the best at dental cleaning. They are the best at adjustments. They are the best at anything that you provide. And guess what? Her friend is going to come. And she's going to tell her friend, make sure you go within the next 7 days. They have the date written on here. Her friend has the option of going or not going. But now you're going to have Mrs. Jones as almost your own salesperson. She's going to push the other person to go in within 7 days. She's going to push hard too. Why? Because she wants her copay back. Very simple. Now, if Mrs. Jones paid in cash, great. Give her a refund in cash. If she paid by check, even better. Pay it back. Credit, even better, because you can refund that immediately over the phone. You can refund it over the phone. Mrs. Jones, thank you. Your friend just came in just now, and we are going to refund you your copay immediately. I hope you like this great quick technique that I gave you. There's thousands more in the book. Get 30 patients in under 30 days. It really will change your practice. Click on the link. I'm not sure where it is, if it's this way, or that way, or maybe even down there. Click on the link. Go pick up the book. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the book. It's designed to help you grow your practice by getting more patients in the front door. Now, after you read the book, come back to this page. Look at this video one more time. You might look at it with different eyes. And then I want you to click on the other link on this page. And that will take you to a series of videos of more training. I have a lot more tips, and I am here to help you grow your practice and get you ready for the next 10, 20, or even 30 years. Once again, thank you for your time. Dr. Joe Simon, the author of Get 30 Patients in 30 Days. Have a great day.